Hey, Dr. John here with LifeSpa Ayurveda, and today I want to talk about an Ayurvedic herb called Guggul. It's an herb that is considered one of the most powerful herbs in Ayurvedic medicine. I want to talk about the science behind this herb. It's really quite amazing. It's the classic Ayurvedic herb to get rid of excess kapha, to facilitate the body's ability to burn fat as a natural source of fuel. And when you burn your fat, a lot of really cool things happen. Like, for example, in Ayurveda, they used this for thousands of years for healthy skin, to detoxify your skin, to support joint health, building cartilage, for stiffness, for lowering cholesterol levels within the normal range, for supporting thyroid function, and of course helping the body cardiovascularly and also lose unwanted weight. So we're going to dive into that in detail, talk about the science, so stay tuned. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel to get this information regularly and get alerts. Turn your alerts on so you get the notice that I put up a new video for you. And also, if you're watching this at lifespa.com, please sign up for our newsletter. Read the associated article where all the science is linked so you can really see the ancient wisdom and the science. That's the best part about what we do here at lifespa.com is we give you the wisdom of Ayurveda, but we give you the science as well. And while you're there, sign up for our newsletter and check out our Ayurvedic store where we sell all these organic Ayurvedic herbs. Okay, let's dig in here. Like I said, Guggul is one of the most kapha-reducing herbs. It balances all three doshas, but kapha the most. If you take too much of it, it can be a little bit heating. So if you're that pitta body type, drinking alcohol, beer, wine, cheese, a lot of acidic foods, it might not be the very best herb for you to take, particularly in the summer months. Winter and spring, completely fine. But in the summer, it might be a little bit too hot. If you're a hot body in a hot season, doing aggravating pitta activities or foods, like all the acidic foods that I just mentioned. You know, it's important that we have an herb like Guggul to help detoxify us. The EPA put out a report in 2021, 67 tons of toxic chemicals were dumped in the atmosphere that filtered down all the organic foods and all the foods we eat and water we drink. And they're all fat soluble, so we have to have the ability to burn fat better. Now the good news is that was down from 2019, it was 70 million tons, now we're down to 67 million. It's better, but we're not where we really need to be yet. We do have an inordinate amount of toxic chemicals that end up on our foods, the air we breathe, that we have to digest and detoxify. So if you don't have that ability to digest well or digest fats well, then that's what we really need to do here is help support better digestive function and better fat metabolism. That's why we're going to talk about this. You know, Guggul is probably one of those herbs that's really good for that real stubborn, stagnant kapha, that stubborn stiffness, that stubborn weight, that inability to make energy last, where you got to eat little meals all day long because you just don't have the ability to sleep through the night, which needs to happen only if you burn fat to actually make energy last throughout the day. That's what this is really for. The active ingredient in Guggul are the Guggul sterones, which are really important. And I'm going to cite some studies here for you so you can look at them, you can hear them. One study showed that it increases fat burning, decreased appetite, and help people lose weight. Of course, all that happens when you just burn your fat as fuel, right? That's what's happening when you help the body stimulate the natural ability to burn our fat. We all have that ability. We just lost it because of diet and lifestyle, stress, things like that. Another study showed it decreased stiffness, increased endurance. And how do you increase endurance? By getting your body to burn fat. It's the long-lasting fuel, right? And it's also, and that was with just 500 milligrams per day. We have a product at lifespa.com called Guggulene, which has the Guggul in it and other herbs that support the function of Guggul to help it absorb and assimilate better and faster. Because Guggul is a resin, so it's a little bit challenging to digest, so it has to be formulated properly so we can get it across the intestinal barrier. It's also been shown to support healthy cholesterol levels within the normal range. That was sort of the thing that it first got sort of famous for or known for. What I love about the Guggul, it's been shown to increase the bile salt export pump, right? More bile, more poop. More bile, more emulsifying of the good fat for energy and the bad fat to get out of your body. If you don't have good bile flow, and because of all the bad fats, the highly processed polyunsaturated fatty acids that we've been eating that they said were going to be good for us turned out to be indigestible. So now they just put them in foods to preserve them. So they put them in a loaf of bread and the bread never gets hard anymore, ever, ever, ever. And that's because the bugs won't eat that bread. But when you put that bread in your mouth, the bugs that normally eat oil won't eat the oil in that bread. So where does all the oil in the bread that nobody will eat, that the bugs won't eat? right to your liver and your gallbladder, congests your liver, creates bile sludge. So the Guggul is one of those herbs that have been shown to increase the natural bile salt export pump, to get that bile really out of the liver and gallbladder, to really pump it out in major ways. And that regulates bowel function, it regulates your ability to burn fat, metabolize fat, get good fat as energy, and that endurance and all that, and the bad fat to get out of your body. All the pollutants, the environmental pollutants, are all fat soluble. Crazy, right? Study after study has shown that Guggul is one of the best herbs for facilitating the detoxification of your thyroid gland, and function of the thyroid gland has been shown to increase the enzymes like superoxide dismutase, catalase, and other ones, lipid peroxidase. All these natural detoxifying enzymes are amped up when you take Guggul according to the science, and therefore supports good, healthy function. And then the last one that nobody really knows about from the Guggul perspective is your skin. The studies on the skin in Guggul are amazing. It shows to increase elastin. It's been shown to increase elastin, which keeps your skin nice and useful, by 50%. It's been shown to increase collagen. It's been shown to dramatically support the healthy appearance of skin for when you have blemishes. So it supports healthy skin when you have blemishes as well, because it forces the body to detox. And one of the reasons why you have skin issues is because the sebum, the oil, the fat, actually gets clogged in the pores. And if you're not getting rid of that excess fat, which is what Guggul does, it actually sits in your pores, and that's when the bacteria sort of gobble it up and create a little bit of an infection. That's how it works. So the Guggul is helping to kind of get that fat metabolized and detoxified way before it has to find its way out through your skin. I hope you enjoyed this discussion about Guggul. It's a really unsung herb in Ayurveda, something you should all know more about, because fat metabolism, because of our diet and our stress, we're constantly looking for injections of sugar and caffeine and all kinds of things to give us the energy. But the Guggul supports our natural ability to burn our own fat, maintain healthy weight, maintain healthy energy, deep sleep. All that comes from being a really good fat burner. All right, thanks for listening. Please check out this article at lifespa.com, where you get all the science and the ancient wisdom together. All right, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you next time. Do you like this video? Don't forget to subscribe and share.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.